It is still, it's still, the sun is just, you can just see that bit of orange just there. So that's the sun just coming up now, so it's quite early. I think it's only just cracked 6 o'clock. My mate's on his way, picked me up, and we're going to Bustleton. So, bit of an out the blue. You only kind of found out yesterday. Yesterday morning, I caught up with him for a scooter ride. He told me he was going to Bustleton. So rang in sick, and I'm going to go with him. They got a holiday house, family holiday house down there, right on the estuary. I've never seen it before, so that'll be good. We're going to stay there. He's got some gardeners coming to do some work. They don't really go there very often, so the yard kind of gets a bit out of hand, and I think they're in a complex where you kind of have to keep your yard pretty good. So he's meeting some people down there. They're going to clean it out 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. Today's Monday, and then he's going to try and hit them up to go every 6-8 weeks and keep on top of it, because no one lives there. The house is just empty until someone from the family in Perth drives down the 2 hours to go there for the weekend or whatever. So I've just thrown a bag together. We're bringing scooters because this is my mate I'll go scootering with. So yeah, we're bringing scooters, charged all that up, pumped the tyres up yesterday. So yeah, it'd be nice to do a bit of scootering in Bustleton. I've been to Bustleton heaps of times. So this is the same place I went to a month and a half ago, it works out to be. We all went, dogs, me and the missus, and I was meant to bring the drone and get some nice photos. That was almost the whole point of buying the flip, was to get some nice photos to hang up, get printed out and hang up on the wall. So yeah, charged the drone up, everything, got down. If you watch the Bustleton show, I explain it, the Bustleton video, I explain it. Got to Bustleton and I forgot to put the drone in the car. So, and we got there and it was like perfect weather. It was like just blue skies, no cloud, and no wind either. So, and the last time we went to Bustleton was about 5 years before that, and it was just windy every day. So I've already checked the weather, and there shouldn't be any wind for the next 2 days, and the weather's going to be maybe a bit spotty, cloudy, but a bit of blue sky, and so it should be good flying conditions. So we should get some nice photos. They'll be in this video anyway, if we do get any. So my missus, for her birthday, actually ended up, her mum and dad bought her a nice big framed photo from down Yelling Up Bustleton, very close to each other. I'll put a picture of that so you can see that, but yeah, that was what I was meant to do, and yeah, didn't happen, so doesn't matter. So yeah, he's on his way. I'm about to make a couple coffees. I've got some takeaway cups, so we'll have a coffee on the way down. Obviously going to stop for a pie. Not too sure. He goes down more often than I do to Bustleton, so he knows the better pie shops. I only kind of know the one that we stopped at last time we went, and that was a fair whack out of the way. He's not going to want to go there because we're going to be there by 9 o'clock, I think. But gardening people are going to be there at 9, and his gate is locked. So if they rock up at 9 and we're not there, they're sitting there doing nothing, getting paid for it because I can't get through the gate. So yeah, we're going to be there before 9. So that's why he's coming pretty early. But otherwise, all good. What else has happened this week? Actually, nothing. It's been a really, really wet, windy, rainy weekend. So all I've done, you can see maybe you can't, but there's a heap of towels hanging up there. I've just washed all my detailing stuff. All the detailing towels, just got a good wash with microfiber wash. I've gone through the shed, tidy that up. So the same mate that I'm going with today is the same mate that owns the fab shop with the C8 Corvette, and gave me the legs to finish off my bench press for pushing out bushings and suspension bushes. So that'll be an upcoming, well, probably you'll see that video first actually, but yeah, he's given me the steel. I've just got to clean it up, weld it and paint it, so 20 minutes I'll finish that off. Yeah, but otherwise I think we're good to go. So I'm packed, bags are outside ready to go. As soon as I give it another 5 minutes, I'll start making some coffees, and then he'll be here. And that's it. I'll take a bit of video. All I'm bringing is the flip. I'm not bringing my other camera. I do everything on the phone this time, so yeah, we'll go from there. Anyway, we'll see you on the road. Alright, so just woke up, just making sure I'm not disturbing anyone. Don't think anyone's out there. So yeah, oh look at the moon poking through. Nice little sunset. It's only about 6:30, I think, 6:30, something like that. It rained a fair bit overnight actually. Fairly wet. Every time I woke up it was raining, just drizzle, not a lot. It's all pretty wet out here. So we did a nice scooter ride yesterday. I don't know how long it was. My scooter doesn't have a trip meter thing on it unless you use the app, and I can't use the app anymore because I've butchered the scooter a bit, but I'll figure out how much it was, how many Ks. Went to Shelter for Shelter Brewing Co. for dinner. Yeah, so that was pretty good. That's where we went last time anyway. I was here 2 months ago, figured it out through my Google Maps. I was here pretty much bang on 2 months ago. We actually, on the scooter ride, found, or went past the place that we stayed at, the Airbnb that we stayed at 2 months ago. And they got a big shed in the backyard now. I got a photo from the front, but you can kind of see the shed. I'll put it in here, you'll see it. But yeah, pretty good. They're doing upgrades to the Airbnb. I don't know. I think the shed would be for the owner of the house to keep their stuff in. I don't think it's for the people that actually rent out their Airbnb. So today there's a marina just up here. You can see we're going up there today on the scooters. I've got the gardeners coming, as you can see. Well, maybe you can't see. There's a massive tree here, which is blocking. So my mate hardly comes to this place. It's just a holiday house. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours from Perth. So yeah, it's not something you can just zip down to, and do the gardening for an afternoon. So there's some people coming in about an hour that are gonna, big makeover to the garden. I think they're pressure washing all the, it's all got poured concrete back and front, it's all full of mould and moss and stuff, so they're going to be pressure washing out the walls, everything, weeding the garden, stripping down the plants, remulching, everything. They're not doing it all today. They're just coming to have a look and maybe start today, but it's mainly just to figure out a maintenance thing every 6-8 weeks to come and do it and keep on top of it, and then they'll get their view back of what they're missing at the moment, because from in the house you can't even see the water. So yeah, that's kind of the reason we're here. And we had to get an electrician out yesterday because half the house power wasn't working. Yeah, I don't know, today we're just going to go down to that marina. We're going to scoot there, it's only just there, it's not far. So didn't even charge the scooters up. There's enough power in them just to go there, probably grab a coffee, come back. Probably after we meet the gardener, because they're coming in an hour. We've only just got out of bed, so yeah, it's meet the gardening people, go there. Then we're going to go to Eagle Bay and Bunker Bay and chuck the drone up and hopefully get some photos. We'll see. Today's meant to be less wind and less cloud than yesterday, so that's why we're going today. And then depending on how long, he's got to put a lock on the gate, so that way the gardening people have access to the house, and that's us done. We'll start making our way back to Perth. But yeah, any photos I take during the day, I'll whack him in now. See us back in Perth. Alright, morning everyone. So yeah, back from Bustleton. It was a nice trip actually. Worked out really well. Sometimes it's good having a bit of a break from the dogs a little bit. Pretty much every holiday we go on, they're coming with us, and it does as much as I love the dogs, but it does kind of restrict you a little bit on where you can go, and what you can do and that kind of stuff. But it actually worked out quite well, so all good. It was a funny weekend. It was actually quite good to get away with a mate. I haven't really gone away with a mate for a long time, since I used to, work with my mates, and we'd go away on work trips and stuff like that. So yeah, it was quite good. We rocked up there. Had dramas, obviously. My mate, he didn't really want to buy the place. Him and his brother actually went halves in it, he was telling me. And his brother was dead set on getting this holiday house in Bustleton, on the water. He's right into boats as well. Not my mate, his brother. He's like, yeah, we got to buy this house. We can park the boat out the front, do this, do that. My mate was like, yeah, but who's going to look after it? This kind of stuff. And anyway, got pushed into it. They went halves in this house, and now the brother doesn't go. My mate goes not fairly often, but whenever he does go, there's work to do. There's something breaks. He goes, so the first day that you get there, you're running around fixing things. Anyway, he's explaining to me that to me on the way there, and we rock up, gate sign. He's got a gate because they're not there. People park in his driveway, so he's got a sign there to say, constant 24/7 access required. Do not park in the driveway. There was no car there, but the sign was laying on the floor. So he's like, there you go. You got to fix the gate. You got to fix the sign, not to the gate again. I said, that's all right. We'll just get some. He had some zip ties, so that's all we did was zip tie it. And then it was. Because nobody's there, he turns the electricity, the water, and the gas off at the mains. He turns it off, so that way the house is dead. So just in case a pipe bursts or something, it's not spitting water out for 3 months between visits, kind of thing. He turned everything on. Garage door wouldn't go up. He's like, now the garage door's broken, now I've got to fix this, And we needed access. So he went through the front door into the garage, through the house into the garage, and then just manually lifted up the garage door so at least we could get in. So that was all good. So, yeah, we didn't fix it, but yeah, at least we could get into the garage and into the house. Walks into the house, he goes, half the lights aren't working now. So we figured out that the same circuit that runs the lights, or half the lights, is the same circuit that runs the garage door, and that's why the garage door wasn't working. He's got a main fuse box kind of outside the house, which is where he turned the mains on. But then there's another, I don't know why, but there's another separate fuse and RCD and box kind of in the garage. I don't know why they've done that, because the main fuse is not. You normally do that if one of them's full. If your main one's full, you go and put a secondary one in. Went there, the RCD, the switch on the RCD, residual current device. If you don't know what that is, I don't really know what it is. It's like it stops you getting shocks if something shorts in the house. So that was all floppy. Normally it should click and stay up. This one was all floppy. The test button on it wouldn't work. So he's like, it's just thing after thing. But anyway. So yeah, he's turned the power and the gas on as well at this point. The water as well too. And so anyway, we call a Sparky. We hadn't even taken our stuff out of the car yet because we'd only just got there. Calls a Sparky up, electrician. I'll be there in 15 minutes. And we're like, whoa, that's a pretty fast service. And no joke, 15 minutes later, this guy rocked up. He changed the RCD out. He goes, yeah, that's no good. So he's put a new one in. Then he's flicked everything back on and it stripped RCD again. And he's like, he goes, there's something tripping your RCD and that's not good. He goes, normally what they are is an outdoor power point. And this place had a heap of outdoor power points. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, he goes, normally what it is an outdoor power point, water or moisture gets in and increases the current and it trips your RCD. So he figured out which circuit was on individually and he's turned that one off. So that way we could still have, most of the lights were working, I think. And then anyway, on his way out, he goes, he's seen a outdoor power point right near the gate column. And he goes, I bet you it's that one, because you could see the outdoor power point and then it had like, you know, like dirty water stains kind of underneath it. And he goes, I bet you it's that one. He pops the cover off and it's full of ants and water and moisture and dirt and everything. He goes, I don't have one, but I'll run down the shop and go and grab one so I can change it for you. So yeah, 10 minutes he was back again, put a new one in, exactly the same, but he just put a new one. The switch wouldn't work either, so that was all corroded. He showed us it was all knackered inside. So yeah, he's put a new one on, flicked it back on, and bang, everything's working. And from calling to him leaving and doing the job was under an hour. It was unbelievable. So yeah, really good service there for the electrician. I can't even remember I can't remember his name, but anyway, he's based in Bustleton. Really nice guy. So anyway, we're back on track. We're sweet, all good. We go out the backyard and it's raining, but it's not actually raining. And I'm like, where's this water coming from? And he's like, oh my God, what is going on? So there's a balcony. So it was something on the balcony was leaking and it was flooding down in front of us. It looked like it was raining, but it wasn't raining. It was like blue skies like this. So yeah, we go outside, go up on the balcony, and one of the taps, because it's right near the ocean, everything outside just corrodes like almost instantly. So yeah, we found there's a tap out on the balcony on the top level, on the second level, first level, ground, first level, or whatever. It's only 2-story. On the second story, it was leaking and it was off, but the valve, the washer had gone or whatever. So yeah, we left it. Then we went to we went back, turned the water off, unscrewed the tap. He bought some tools with him. He kind of could see what was going to happen. So yeah, he luckily bought some tools, unscrewed the tap, went to Bunnings and got a stainless steel tap. So shouldn't be having that problem again. But then walking around the house, there's like 3 other outside taps that are all corroded and they're all going to do the same thing. So yeah, I said, you know, you're probably worth changing all them to stainless as well. They're a really nice tap. They're about $30 from Bunnings. I'm actually going to change. I've only got 2 outside taps. I'm going to go to next time I'm at Bunnings. I didn't realise. I told him, lucky we took it because we weren't going to undo it. I said, they're all the same size, you know, but there is a 15mm thread and a 20mm thread, and he had the 15mm and we picked up the 20mm at the start. So luckily we did take the old tap with us. We turned the water off, took the old tap with us. So that's what I'll do here is I'll have to turn the water off, take a tap, probably take both of them off. We've both got to come off anyway, make sure they're the same, and then buy the right size. So yeah, but I'll put stainless on. The mechanism is way nicer than my one. You've really got to screw off to get it to turn off. This one, it feels like it's still got it's off, there's no drip, and it feels like you could still go another quarter of a turn. It's really good. So yeah, I'll be changing both of mine over to stainless for sure. And like a normal tap was like $15 or $20 and a stainless one's 10. It's not like a normal one's 5 and these are 30 or something like that. So yeah, it's not that much more to change it over. So pretty good. And then the gardeners rocked up. 2 young girls got out of the car, and there was a lot of work to do there. That's why we didn't even attempt it. You needed tools, and he doesn't have any garden. He needed like an electric hedger and electric chainsaw and things like that. So yeah. Anyway, these girls rocked up, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to take them. What are they going to do?" You know, and I was like, "Oh, you never know. Girls actually do a better job in the garden, in my opinion. They're a bit more attention to detail, whereas I go in and just rip plants out. They'll actually cut and, you know, move things around and do it properly." I was trying to convince him that it should be all right. He goes, "Oh, no, they're going to be here for a week and all this." Anyway, they rocked up, and they had done... Actually, no, they came the second day. They didn't come the first day. They came on the second day at 8:30. They rocked up, and you know, my mate explained to him what we wanted, and then we went out. We went to Dome for breakfast, and then we went and got all these nice photos with the drone. You'll see them coming up pretty soon. And then we got back at like lunchtime, just after 12, and they'd almost finished, and we were like, "My God!" They moved so fast, it was unbelievable. They didn't get the whole job done, but we thought it was about 4 days worth of work, and they knocked it over. They knocked 80% of it over in one day. It was unbelievable. They did 3. They filled their trailer. They had a 6x4 trailer with sides on it, and they filled that up 2 or 3 times. I think they'd already been to the tip twice, and it was full when they left at 4 o'clock or whatever. 3 o'clock they left, and it was full. again. So it was it was 3 trips to the tip. They'd already done 2, and they were going to do another one on the way home. But yeah, they pulled all the way. I'll try and get some photos. I didn't really specifically take photos of the garden, but I did take some photos. You'll see the before and after, what it kind of looked like. And they even said they would have done a better job, but they got a big petrol blower, but it was broken, so it was getting fixed. And then they had the same Zito blower, the little one, kind of. It's tiny. It's only an 18 volt one. It's not a 36 volt or a big one or anything like that. I gave it to my dad because it doesn't work on my brick paving, because it just doesn't. It's not strong enough, and that's all they had. So she's like, look, we would have cleaned up a bit better, but our blower is out of action, so we've only got this one. And we're like, yeah, that's cool. They're going to come every month. They're coming every month to finish off what they're doing. He's got a massive peppermint tree. You'll see it. I'll put a photo with an arrow so you can see it. There's a big peppermint tree that kind of blocks the whole view of the water while you're inside the house. It was never there. It's just showed up one day, and then he's left it, and he's rocked up, and it's a massive tree. They grow very quick. So he wants that gone. So obviously they couldn't do that today. They didn't have a chainsaw with them, but so that's going to go. Eventually, as they come once a month to maintain, they'll just take a bit of that tree with them every time. And over by the end of the year, that tree should be gone. They'll just take a little bit with them every month. There's no grass there. It's just all garden beds and stuff. It's not a big place. It should be quite easy to maintain. It's just, it hasn't been upkept for years. You can see it's just been left to ruins, kind of. It needs a paint job. There's a bit of work on the inside. The inside's empty. There's not a lot in there. But it needs a lot of work on the inside as well. Just needs a good clean. I mean, the spiders have come in. Just made a mess of the place, and it gets windy, and they get a lot of storms come through there. So any crack, like in the garage, the roof is not quite sealed. You kind of got this scenario here. So imagine this is all garage enclosed, but where the roof meets the beam, they haven't blocked it up like mine is there. For here, it doesn't matter, it's all open. But yeah, so along there's spiders, dust has come in, things like that have, and nothing gets clean. So I kind of said to him, I said, you need to hire a pressure washer, and like a big petrol one with a big surface cleaner, and or get someone to come and do it, And he's like, yeah, but can't be bothered. It's got poured concrete all the way around. You'll see the photos, and it's black with moss and mold and stuff like that. And so I said, it wouldn't. I said, I got an electric one if you want to borrow it. I got my gurney with the thing. And he goes, I can't be bothered. He's a bit older than me, and he just can't be bothered. He's busy at work, and he just doesn't have time. He goes, do you want to come down and do it? And I'll pay you, and you can stay here and come for a holiday, 4 or 5 days, 2 weeks, whatever you want. He said, just stay here and just slowly work your way through. And I said, I'll be keen on that. His windows are really bad because obviously you're near the ocean, you get that salt spray, and the windows you can barely see out of them. They're just white. I said, well, while I'm here, I'll do your windows. I said, I've got a really cool... he knows about my window cleaning cart over there. I've actually just got the 100-litre water bladder for it as well. It was a free gift off a Temu order, so that just rocked up. Well, I only just got back yesterday. It rocked up a couple of days, like while I was away, and I've just seen it last night. So yeah. So I said, well, why don't we tee something up then? He's not going to come. It's just going to be me, the missus, and the 2 dogs. We'll go down. And I said, I'll bring my gurney, I'll bring some tools, I'll bring my broom, and I'll bring the window cleaning stuff. I'll bring everything like that. He's got a pretty bad ant problem, and the weeds are a little bit out of control. That's why these gardeners had to go. The weeds were, almost as tall as me in some places. I said, well, I'll go to Bunnings and get like a decent zero like weed spray. I got my rechargeable electric backpack sprayer. I said, I'll bring that. I'll bring my blower, and I'll just go nuts for a week. We'll just stay down there for a week. So he's not going to charge us. He's actually going to pay me to go down there and do the work, and I don't pay for accommodation. So wicked. I was like, yeah, I'll be keen for that. That'd be really good. So I kind of want to do that before it gets too hot. It doesn't get as hot in Busselton as it does in Perth, but I still don't want to go down there when it's like in the 30s. I kind of want to do it in the next month or two, maybe October, November, no later than that. So it'll happen soon. And he said, you know, if you need anything, just go and buy it. Give me the receipts. I'll give you the money back. So I said, yeah, well, I'm going to need a pest spray, a weed spray, and probably about 10 litres of bleach. You know, the bleach from Bunnings is only $1.67 for 2 litres. And that's what I told him. I said, I'll do all your concrete, spray it, you know, clean it up as best I can with the pressure washer I have, then spray it with bleach. Spray all your walls down, clean all the mold. There's mold and stuff all over the walls, all over the front gate where the columns are. I said I'll clean all that out. Clean the letterbox has got an ant nest in it, so I'll, you know, clean all that out. Pretty much, I'm going to open as soon as we get there. I'm just going to open all the doors and windows in the house and just walk in with my blower fully charged, and the missus and the dogs can stay outside. They won't even come in yet, and I'm just going to blow the whole inside. There's spider webs all in the cornices and stuff. And I'll just start from the top story, come down, blow all the crap down the stairs, and then out the front door, back door, garage, clean the garage, then the car can come in, then the missus can get to work on the inside. There's not a lot to do on the inside. It's hardwood floors throughout the whole house. It'll just need a bit of a dusting after I've been in there with the blower, but I'll get the majority of the crap out of there from the inside with the blower. Then she can sweep and mop, wipe down the surfaces, and she's pretty much done inside there. And then she can come and help me outside. I don't think it'll take more than 2 days, and we'll be down there for the week anyway. So we'll get a bit. We've been there so many times. We don't need to go sightseeing at all. So yeah, there's no need to go sightseeing at all. So it'll be just a nice relaxation holiday with a couple days, you know, 6-hour days of work. I don't think it's going to take. It's not a massive joint. It's not a big place. It's half the size of this place, so it's not going to take a lot to, and it's all house. Like the block might be the bit smaller than this, I think. I should look it up. Yeah, I'll look it up and I'll try and find the block size and everything. But I think it's smaller than this. To me, I think it would be a lot smaller than this, if not the same, but definitely smaller. But the house is bigger, and it's 2 stories, so there's not a lot of outdoor area. Apart from, I suppose, yeah, I don't know. It might be very similar to this, actually. Trying to think about it now, because then he's also got a massive jetty. I'll chuck a picture in now. Jetty, dock, whatever you want to call it, where you can park your boat up next to. And I told him it's same. It's got moss and mold all over the wood. It's a wooden jarrah thing, I think. So I'll I'll do all that, clean all that for him. And by the time we go, if we give it a couple months, by the time we go, these girls will go back again, the gardeners, and the garden's going to be in even better shape, so I'll be able to work a little bit easier. But when I saw it before the gardeners rocked up, I was like, you can't even move. The plants have all encroached right up to the house, and then but after they cleaned it, you could fit another car there. Like, it was like I didn't even realise the concrete. You know, the plant was covering about 3 meters of concrete. It was crazy. So yeah, they did a really good job in such a short amount of time. It was actually quite good. But yeah, so that'll be an interesting holiday. I've never done a working holiday like that before, but yeah, it's it won't be difficult. I mean, there's rooms that I won't even go into in that to clean, because they don't need it. They just need a quick blowout and we're done. It's mainly the downstairs. Upstairs is all bedrooms and a toilet and a bathroom, so you just clean that quickly, and then the downstairs has got another bedroom downstairs which we won't even open the door to. There's no need to. And then we'll just clean the main area and the hallway and the stairs and stuff. So yeah, it'll be quite easy. I don't see it taking too long. And then when he said, you know, you can go down there, you don't even have to pay for it or whatever, I was like, yeah, that'll be awesome. That'll be really good. So he showed me all the keys. He showed me how to turn all the water, electricity and the gas all on and off, and leave the fridge open and things like that. So yeah, it should be good. It's all gated as well, so it'll be good for the dogs. The only dangerous thing is that they could fall in the water, but yeah, so we'll see what happens there. But they don't like water. They don't even like going to the beach, so I don't think they'll go anywhere near it. They're not going to be inquisitive at all about it. So yeah, should be all good. So you can see here I got a few presents while I was away. So I got the I'm hoping this will clean my solar panels. I've got 5 kilowatts of solar panels on my roof, and through my app I'm only making about 3.5 to 3.8 in the middle of summer. Obviously in winter way less than that, but it's not making the full potential of what it could make. So I know that the panels are 13 years old, so I know that they do degrade over time. but I'm hoping to maybe bump it up to back up to 4 kilowatts. We'll see what happens. So I've got 6 meters of pole, a brush and a squidgy. So yeah, that was one of the things. I got the water bladder, 100-litre water bladder to put in the car, to then fill up with 0 TDS deionised water. Not for doing around my house, but I help my parents do their windows around their house. So, and we're going to have a rental property. That's actually, we should go and check that out soon. It's almost at lockup, so the roof's on, the plastering on the inside's done. This was a couple of weeks ago she gave. So we're almost, I think this week we're due for the 2-weekly update, fortnightly update. So I dare say she's going to ring us and say that the doors and the windows are all in. So I think it'll be at lockup by either this week or next week. So yeah, it's almost ready to go. So I want to obviously look after that place, so it'll be good for those two. My mum and dad's house and this rental property are like 3 minutes away from each other, so they're kind of both in the same area, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do them in the same day, because 100 litres won't be enough to do 2 houses. But yeah, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to do, is fill up that water bladder when we go down to Bustleton, plus my 30-litre thing. So I'll rock up there with 130 litres of 0 ppm water, and just go nuts on his windows. Obviously there's going to be a process and an order of what you do things in. So I was thinking blower inside the house, blow everything out the garage and the back door, then do blower on the backyard and kind of blow it all into the garden. There's enough garden. You probably get in trouble for blowing it into the water. So yeah, I don't want to do that. And then garage, I want to blow all the ceiling down, because that'll get rid of spider webs. So yeah, blow all the ceiling down, blow the walls down, then blow it all out into the garden, that's out there. Blow the driveway into the garden, so that way you're kind of starting with a semi-clean. You don't want to get your pressure washer you want as least amount of dirt as possible, so that your pressure washer's not fighting leaves and stuff like that. So that was my theory. And then do the patio cleaner, pressure washer, pretty much probably one day to do the front yard, and down the side a bit, and the garage. Then spray your bleach over, and that's probably would be day 1, I reckon. And then day 2 is back balcony and patio and the backyard, and the backyard's a lot smaller than the front yard. So yeah, I'd say that'll be day 2, and I reckon that's all it's going to take. And the windows, the windows take there's a lot less. I'm not doing the uppers. I told him if I can't reach the window, I'm not getting up on ladders to do it. And he goes, no, just leave it. So yeah, unless I can spray it and rinse it, or whatever, I'll get to it. But if not, if I can't reach it, I'm not doing it. Like, he's got windows that kind of are protected by the bottom story roof, and I was like, look, I can't get it. I'm not going out on the roof, on a wet roof, and going to kill myself. He goes, no, don't do anything stupid. Just get what you can reach. So it's pretty much going to be the big back end is all glass, so we'll definitely do all that. The balcony, that's got 2 doors that open onto it, so we'll do that. And the front door is 2 glass panels and a glass door, so yeah, that'll get done. So yeah, there is a bit to do, but it's not as much as my place. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. Just real quick, like might say my place gets down to 20% dirty, then I bring it back up to say 90%. I'll never say I'll do a 100% job. There's always, you could do a little bit better, but there's just no point chasing that last 10%. His is at 5%. So even if I get his to 50%, from 5% to 50%, it's going to look 100 times better than, like he's not chasing perfection, and that's what I like. So that's good. If he was chasing perfection, I wouldn't have offered, because I'm not going to spend the time. I'd be there for 3 weeks if I was going to be doing that. Polishing it's just not worth it. So yeah, all good. Should be good. But anyway, hopefully I've talked long enough to slip in all these photos. We did stop at a really nice pie shop, actually. It was Miami Bakehouse, which is a bit, it's renowned in Perth a little bit. They've started off with 1 shop. Now they've got 3 or 4 shops, I think. They're all down south, none up this way. So if you're in the city, your closest one's Mandurah, which is an hour and 10 minutes from my place. So it's a bit of a drive to get a decent pie, but It was. I actually ended up having the what was it? The mac and cheese pie, and it was spot on, really good. They do a prawn pie. I've taken a photo of the menu. I'll chuck that in. You'll see the menu there. Yeah, some weird pies, but I've only had that one. But if you're going off that one, I'd try any of them. They're really nice. So yeah, good coffee too, actually, for a pie shop. Normally pie shops don't really do good coffees, but this one was pretty good. And then so on the first day we went for a really nice scooter ride. We actually went to the same place that we stayed at 2 months back. I just trying to show my mate where we stayed, and found the place on the scooter ride, which was pretty funny. And they've actually put in a massive shed at the back, so they're doing some improvements to that house, so that's pretty cool. And then we scooted back, and then the next day we went on the Tuesday we went on a nice scooter ride as well, just a short one, just to the marina there. And what else was there? I think that was about it. Yeah, we went to Eagle Bay, Bunker Bay, and another place. I can't remember what it was called. And did a heap of drone flying. I went through like 3 batteries. I got 2 batteries, but I went through one and then put it back on charge, and then flew the second battery. And then by that time I'd finished that second battery, the first battery was charged. So yeah, ended up having like three batteries. So I'll finish off the video with a bit of music and all the photos that we took from there. I've just gone through the photos. I'll probably, you always take more than kind of what you really want to keep. Some are duplicates, some didn't turn out too good. It was quite cloudy, so I was kind of waiting between the sun coming out of clouds to take the photos, and then the sun would, it'd only be out for 20 seconds and then it'd go back and it was too dark. So I've had to adjust some of the photos, and some of them look a bit funny, but they look alright. They're pretty good. Some videos, so all that'll go at the end of this one. But yeah, I probably blew away 50% of the photos, just because they didn't turn out the way I wanted them. But yeah, got enough. So I'm gonna try and get some printed. I really want to get them printed on photo paper and then frame them and things like that, and kind of compare it to the one that my missus got for her, like a professional one, that she got done for her birthday that she's just had. So yeah, see what the difference is in quality. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But anyway, yeah, I'll chuck this video all together. Yeah, I mean, probably when I go back down there, we'll take the camera and yeah, maybe film a bit of the cleaning that's going on, or maybe even just do some quickie before and after photos. That'll be interesting. I'm definitely going to send my mate some before and after photos. That'll be pretty funny. Yeah, and hopefully we might have some accommodation in Busselton that we can go down to at any time after I'll put in a good day's work over here, and he doesn't mind giving me the keys from, whenever we want to go down and not work, maybe just go there for the holiday or whatever, and just do a bit of clean up and catch up around the house, and yeah, don't know, see what happens. But anyway, all good. All right. I don't know. I've got the don't know if you can see them down there. I've got the pieces of steel, the feet to weld to my homemade little bench press thing there. So I'm going to do that today. So actually I might do it tomorrow, because then I'll be in my work clothes and I can just quickly zap them up with the welder, and then they're ready for Friday when my old man comes to do the bushes on the I-20. So it's a busy week this week, but not a lot of filming stuff. I had a big cleanup in here. I actually didn't put my fennel back this way. This leaks. If you leave it this way, it leaks, and you can kind of see there it's left. Yeah, and it stinks of fennel in the shed now. It actually was setting off the smoke detector. There was no smoke, and the smoke detector was there, and it was setting off the smoke detector. So it was a bit weird. So that smoke detector does not live in the shed anymore, because I had enough of it. But it's not leaking now, so all good. So I might leave the shed open for today just to let it breathe out, because it's quite strong. I've actually got a window here that I never open. There we go. I'll leave that open. Hopefully don't forget. Actually, it's going to rain today. I know it doesn't look like it, so we'll go and do a temperature check. look, unbelievable. Almost, there's a bit of haze down there, but no clouds whatsoever. And we're getting 15 to 20 mil of rain today, but it's not coming until later on. So what's that, 15, 16 degrees. So it's a really nice day today. I'm going to take the dogs for a walk now. It's warmed up enough. So yeah, I'm going to take them for a walk because they didn't get a walk on Monday and Tuesday because I wasn't here. So they need a big walk. But yeah, we'll hang around for this rain. I'll put in a screenshot. I think today's Wednesday. I think it's raining today into tomorrow. Bit of drizzle tomorrow till about lunchtime. Then it's going to be tomorrow's Thursday. Friday's good. That's why Dad's coming, because the weather's going to be nice, so we can have the cars out. And I've cleaned both my cars that are in the garage about a week ago. So I haven't driven them. So I don't want to just put them out to get wet, and I haven't even driven them yet. So yeah, I don't want to do that. So that's why he's coming Friday, because the weather's going to be much nicer on Friday, and then Saturday's going to be okay, and then I think from Sunday onwards it's raining big time. So I'll put it in a screenshot. I can't remember. I saw it quickly just this morning, but yeah, I think there's a heap of rain coming all on next week. So yeah, we'll see what we get done there, but probably not a lot with the amount of rain that's coming. But anyway, I think I've talked for long enough. I need another coffee just to make my throat it's all dry. So we'll catch you later. Have a good one.